tuned into the Own Your Power Lifestyle Show. I'm Coach Simone Kelly, holistic business coach and life coach of Own Your Power Communications, and we are here to help you live the life that you deserve. And of course, I can't do this alone. I'm sitting next to my Puerto Rican brother from the Bronx, Herman Dubois of the Dubois Group. Welcome back.
What's up, Miss Simone? How y'all doing? Feels good to be back in the Own Your Power living room.
And we want to give a big shout out to our resident butler, Jackson, who serves us all well. And, I know you get a little jealous of him. You don't like other men be up in here, but,
We just get general theme here. So break it down, Simone. Let's get into what we're going to talk about tonight.
Yes. This is actually one of my biggest passions, talking about people making a transition from leaving their 9 to 5. We're actually talking about side hustle, having your side hustle and turn it into your full-time dream come true, so to speak. We're going to talk about identifying your calling, which is a big thing that a lot of people don't even know what their calling is. Sometimes they forget what their dreams are. They're just going into work like a robot,
Did you tell folks?
And developing a business that is around that calling, which is your passion. And then also, the biggest issue that I come across is there's a lot of people that are side hustlers, quote unquote, forever. Like I say, don't become a lifetime side hustler and then you keep talking about how you hate your job so much, but you don't do anything about it. So we're going to talk about making that transition. So,
It's almost like there's tiers of your hustle. We all know that most people get into their hustle because it becomes a necessity of life to find a way to generate some other revenue.
Right.
You're lucky if you can find something that you actually enjoy and you're passionate about. So I think today's show was going to distinguish between when you're having to do something because you need to make some extra money versus doing something because you're really good, you enjoy it, you're passionate about it, and how you can exploit that to be a successful business.
Right. And I like what I like to talk about is doing something that comes effortlessly to you, something that you can just literally do in your sleep because it's just something that you're very talented at. That's something that you want to make money at because you're never gonna realize that you're working. It's gonna feel like you're playing. Like right now, we're playing, right? My playmate.
But that goes back to the fact that I think many people get caught up in the rat race of life and they live in fear, thinking that they have to work this 9 to 5 to pay the bills, and very few people get a chance to really get surrounded by the right people who are going to educate them and empower them to believe in what they can do to make a living without it actually being work. So I know we've got some amazing guests here tonight.
In the living room today, we have Valerie Crawford of One-to-One Consulting. And joining us, we now have two lovely ladies who are making a transition, and they're going to get some on-air live coaching from the two of us.
Welcome to the living room, ladies. We have here Celeste Hart-Rodriguez and Melanie Denny. Sense of what is it that we all need to do to convert our hustle to our livelihood. I'm interested in knowing a little bit more about what your experiences have been. So I know that Melanie, you've been a client of Simone's for a while, and talk a little bit about how her coaching has helped you.
Wow. Simone has helped me tremendously. Before I started using Simone for her coaching, I was all over the place. I had a laundry list of to-do in my head on different pieces of paper in my notebook, and I knew where I wanted to go, and I had my vision and I had my goal and I knew what I needed to do, but I had no idea what to do first, how to start doing it, how to organize myself, how to wear all these many hats, how to prioritize the hats. And Simone just brought clarity to my whole life, actually.
I didn't pay her to say this stuff.
No.
So share a little bit about what you do, your focus, now that you have this action plan that Simone has assisted with.
Mm-hmm. And also just briefly share like your transition plan, like as far as like where you are now.
Mm-hmm. I'm currently working part-time, and the other part of my time is dedicated to growing and building my business. I'm a certified professional resume writer. I'm an author. I do public speaking, resume workshops, job search strategies, and a LinkedIn strategist.
Which I love that LinkedIn strategist title. That just sets her apart from everybody, right?
Phenomenal. So what would you say has been the biggest, when was that wow moment when you realized you went from just I'm doing this on the side to I really want to invest my other time, as you called it, into your business?
Well, I've always, from the time I had my very first job when I was 16, I went to work and I said, people actually do this for the rest of their lives? Like, it just wasn't for me. And so I've always known that I had to somehow make money in a different way. And so I've been more or less searching for that opportunity, and I started writing resumes on the side, you know, just to help people because I was good at it. And one guy said, "You're really good at this. You need to charge." And I went,
You think so?
ding, 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 ding.
What I always say, when it is your dream and your purpose, it always happens. And sometimes people give up before the breakthrough.
Right.
And the thing that I've learned is it's not in your time, it's in the universe time. So when it's meant for you, don't ever give up until your last breath.
Wow.
Wow.
You just need to like write down her
It's
quotes.
like a Hallmark card.
Every time I meet someone, I'm trying to figure them out. Like, are they married, or who can I hook them up with? So
It's natural for you.
It's natural, and that's what I want to do.
Well, one of the things I would say to help you get over the fear, I always tell my clients this, is to get some play clients. And you've already done it. I mean, technically, talking to you before, you told me you've hooked up a lot of people. You have successful people that are still married.
Still dating, yep.
Dating.
Well, still, I have one group. Well, not group. Couple that's actually
What kind
married.
of matchmaking you doing? All right, that's next week's show. Yeah.
So,
Open bed policy.
That is
show coming
married.
up.
They actually are freshly married, and
Okay.
I do have some people that are still together. So, and not just for the summer either, all year round.
And I always say, from a spiritual perspective, fear does not exist. Fear only exists from the standpoint of fight and flight. It's to protect you. So in the real world, if you live in the now, there is no thing as fear. So in the now, you're successful. So if you just look at a moment in time and not let fear overcome you, because fear is the past and the future.
Right.
In the now, you are the matchmaker. You are the matchmaker for anywhere and anybody that wants to be matched up. So live in the now and not at the fearful place.
I like them like 6'3" and
Yeah, I sized you up already, Simone.
we'll talk about my
I sized you
requirements
up when I met you.